Hello ladies and gentlemen, Vlad here from StrategyPrime, bringing you first impression of Divinity Original Sin. Now, this is an RPG with turn-based combat system which is currently in alpha testing phase, but even though it says alpha testing phase, it feels complete. It feels very much alive, feels well polished, and as much as I've played so far, I haven't seen a single bug or anything worth noting, no glitch, nothing that would spoil the fun. So yeah, a lot of AAA titles these days come out as complete games, quote unquote, could take a lesson from this one, because this is truly a really stable, really well designed and complete title for an alpha phase. I can't begin to imagine how it will look when it's done completely, because there's nothing to object right now to it. Now bear in mind, this is not a preview or review, this is just first impressions. I played for a couple of hours and I wanted to share this experience, even though I usually stay away from alpha and beta testing games, with few honorable exceptions. But I'm glad I made an exception here, because Divinity Original Sin feels and plays really good. It's a nice game that shows a lot of promise, and I think you're going to like it. So without further ado, let me show you how it works and feels. And on to the game. Now, this is a game that allows you to control two characters at once from the very beginning. I'm not quite sure if you will be able at all to have additional characters, because the concept very much seems to evolve around the interaction between these two that you're both controlling. But we'll see. That's just, as I've said before, this is first impressions, and a lot of it still remains to be discovered. Now, you can have male and female in your band, but you can either put both male or both females, depending, that's all up to you. You have 6 classes that you can choose from. So starting, let's go from the very beginning: warrior, classical, survivor, and kind of hunter type apparently, rogue, no need to explain there, a knight, could be a paladin of sorts if you're a World of Warcraft player in your heart, cleric, and a wizard. So that gives us some 6 classes altogether. I usually tend to have a kind of split roles: a melee guy or girl, and a support character that strikes from the distance, heals up, buffs, and does stuff like that. So I will be doing that here as well. As far as the customization goes, there are only 2 portraits now for both male and female. You can change the name, you can change quite some of their appearance. Apparently, it seems that when you take up new gear, it does not reflect entirely on your character, except for weapons. So you can decide what kind of gear you will have here. Let me start choosing the class first. I think I'll go with a knight for the man. And I won't be touching any of these. Skin color, hair color, head, that's okay, I don't care all too much. Let's switch to the woman. And actually, I played before as a wizard, and it feels good. It feels good especially because you have that minor heal novice spell. And that seems alright. The attributes here, you can see that there's standard strength, dexterity, intelligence, constitution, speed, and perception. The descriptions are nice and thorough, and with the knight, that's all basically what you would expect. Strength, constitution, and speed are the most important characteristics for him, or should I say attributes. Whereas for her, she is all into intelligence. Constitution and speed that affect action points. There's an interesting thing: if you start off with a certain number of action points, say 9 or 10, in the first move you will not have as many action points in your next move. So you will have to depending on where you invest your attributes with time, as it says now in speed, you will gain more turns, more action points in the subsequent turn. So next to that we have abilities and talents. Abilities: classical, way of the warrior, single-handed, two-handed, and so on, shield specialist, so you can spec them as you would like. Wizard, survivor, you can see all, pickpocketing, sneaking. It's kind of Fallouty a little bit, I would say, at least. And there are other social skills. You will be needing these because Divinity Original Sin is all about dialogue, about interaction between different between your two characters and NPCs, so you will be needing them. And as for talents, see, for instance, Cat Burglar improves your aptitude at picking locks, and so on and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's stick what we got here. Roderick and Scarlet, we won't be changing their names, and let us start the game. So here we are, the outskirts of Sicil. Apparently we are on a mission to find a murderer of some official in the city called Sicil. Now, movement is simple. Click anywhere on the ground or hold left mouse button continuously to travel in the direction of the cursor, and it feels nice. It feels simple, and I can tell you one thing. I think this is ultra setting. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's by default. But it looks really good. I like it. I like everything. There's a lot of detail there. The water textures are nice. I don't think it's the state-of-the-art RPG. Grab the shell right there. I don't think it's a state-of-the-art RPG graphics in action here, which you'll be seeing, but it is definitely suitable and it works fine. So that's it. That's walking. Click or hold left key and walk around. So, and explore. You should be exploring all around you, and this is definitely something that will be worth your while. Oh, here we go. Says a dead man. Apparently, the game is quite graphic. Limbs are flying off. Peoples and animals and monsters are exploding in gore. Like, this is really nasty. So basically, when you have objects that you can interact with, you can see the little hand and you can snatch it, and in case you would like, you're not certain where something, just hit Alt and it will be highlighted. So Traveler's Journal, Ring Scroll level 1. This thing will come handy later on. So let's see. Traveler's Journal. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly, so before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. If this experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target. Well, my dear friend, it seems that the experiment was not quite successful. So basically, this guy was told by some statues that, hey ho, he can fly. Oh, and now you have something. It's not a World of Warcraft crest, but you have the exclamation marks above them. This basically indicates that these two characters can now interact. You can interact with them, I guess, all the time. But this is a meaningful interaction now, and the things you say will have their consequences. I'll display it right now. So it's called a cooperative dialogue. Allows you to roleplay discussions between the two main characters. You can switch off this feature in single player from the game options menu, so you can ignore it, but it can be fun. It can give that extra layer of depth to the game if you do not watch these characters as your own extension. Instead, behold them as characters that you're controlling with their each separate characteristics, each separate longings, wishes, and feelings. So card goes, can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of all things. Now, the first answer is, well, great deeds require the occasional leap of faith. I myself might have done the same. Or pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive? Now, depending on your choice, there will be consequences. In this case, these your statements will shape the character that is saying that. And let me show how. I'll go for number 1. And he says, well, great deeds require occasional leap of faith. I myself might have done the same. And she can answer, true enough, history is made by those willing to risk it all. Or, on end up a stiff tangle of limbs on a forgotten beach, I prefer a measured step to a flailing leap. Thanks. I actually like this. I came to think of these two kind of like Mulder and Scully, where Mulder is kind of that romantical guy and Scully is a cynical, pragmatic type of woman that keeps him on the ground. And I would like to stick with this one, so I will do this. Oh, romantic +1, pragmatic +1. See, that means that these are not purely how should I put it, traits that have nothing to do with any outcome. They have to do with something. For instance, romantic increases luck. And let me see, we can switch here between those two. Pragmatic increases reason. So in essence, if you would like to have him to be the lucky one and her to be a reasonable one, because you will be needing both reason and quite some luck in the game to get forward in the dialogues, you can basically spec them in the sense that you will always have him say romantic and knight-ish things, while she's pragmatical, cynical, down to earth, and kind of sarcastic and stuff like that. So that's okay. Oh, by the way, I have found this range scroll level 1. I will be needing this, and I'll switch it to her inventory, and that's okay. You can switch between the players, F1 or F2, or just hit their portraits and move on. So we have gathered everything here. See, here we come to crates. Crates are interesting. You can open them and loot them, but you can also click them and drag them. He or she, they will basically throw them around. Now click this crate, open it, there is nothing. You can put this one, you can even stack them. So now what kind of exact purpose in the couple of hours I've been playing so far, I didn't find any true meaningful purpose for this exercise, but I would surmise that you can basically block off enemy creatures, enemies in general, humans or monsters or orcs or whatever. And oh, look again, this is really nice. The textures, the looks, the feel of this, all this is real nice. I like it. So we move on. And I've said it before, perhaps I'll say it again, exploration is really important. Oh, we have a journal here. See, every time something new happens, there will be an entry in the journal. There's the main bullets, and bullets below. We have been sent to Sicil to investigate the murder of Counselor Jake, the wizard R, who will meet us in the harbor to elaborate. And the talking statue is what we just encountered here. This guy thought he could fly, but he couldn't. Well, that's bad. Secrets, trophies, and map. This is the map. You can zoom in, move around, and see how it feels. That's about it. So let's go. Oh, and here we come to our first combat. You start a combat. It's turn-based. Basically, you have action points. You go through your actions, and when you're done, press hourglass, do everything with the next character, and then hit hourglass, hit turn, then your enemies will attack. So let's go and see how this works. So we got some crabs here. Oh, you gave me crabs. Let's see if we can run over here and just hit him on the sword. Boom, oh that hurts. It's dead, Jim. He tried to mess. Absorb 3. Boom. It's quite graphic. There's blood all over this. Everywhere. So yes, what do we got here? I'll move on. I'll go closer. And I'll grab matriarch. Summons another crab. Now you can hit on the the general hit, but you can use your special skills. And for instance, you can do encourage. As you can see, not all of the action points are now filled. Basically, what we got here is like 6. We have like 13 action points, and after this, in the second turn, we only have 6 of them. See, so like speed will eventually allow you to have more action points in subsequent turns and combat. Let us go with encourage allies around you. I like these, the sounds. Did you hear that? Trumpets roar. Basically, that was a buff. The sounds, the animations, they're all very, very nice and interesting. So I don't have enough in action points, so I'll just skip to her. These attack, absorbed, miss. You can see he's doing fairly okay. 26 out of 31 health. Now, how about doing a small flare? See, she is preparing now to cast a spell, and let's do it like this. Boom! Very nice. You have to be careful. Friendly fire is definitely on in this game. I have killed my partner like twice at least, and have brought him to 1 or 2 health several times because this girl has some punch, so be careful. Alright. Boom. Crab underling. And Mama Crab is spawning yet another crab. Now, number 1 is a rush in a straight line, hitting everything on your path. Boom, here we go. And boom. Very nice. He's dead, Jim. So let's do it again. A lot of blood, and I really do like how this feels. How these, how the animation look, how the sound effects are great. It's really fun. And you have only just started, and you know that always the thing is that you at the beginning of the game you always have poor animations, poor sound effects, because the good stuff you have to work to get it. Boom, he's dead. So alright, and yet another fireball. Boom. That's it. Game over, man. Game over. See, that was it. That was kind of fun. Not kind of fun. It was really fun. Let me heal him up. That's it. Switch to him. Hold Alt. What we got? Oh, we got a pearl. Have extension pearl. Good. I like it. So, oh, here's another neat thing. You will be going through different passages, caves, and things. Behold this statue. When you're going behind, it dissolves in a very nice, fluid fashion. You can kind of to a limited extent. You can swing the camera around, hit home again to center, but you can't do the full rotation thing. So let us explore some more, see if we got anything worth checking here. More tips, you can zoom in and out. Boom. Zoom out. Apparently these shells are not that important to be labeled as tools and stuff that should be highlighted when you press Alt. Oh, here we got here. It's a shovel. Shovel is always good. When you grab a shovel, you can find suspicious looking mounds you'd like to dig up. You know, stand on it and dig them up. Interesting enough, I recall that from Wasteland 2 beta that I have been playing recently, and it's a neat thing. So once again, you can check out the crates. There's nothing in, you can play with the crates, you can stack them, you can do all kinds of things. I don't know how, as I've said before, I don't know how many. I think it's fairly good for just, you know, shift them around and create barricades for your enemies and, you know, narrow passages and stuff like that. Oh, this is a waypoint shrine. Waypoint shrine will allow you for fast travel. That's about it. So let's move on. Oh, look at it. This is really nice. Look at this wrecked fishing boat, apparently. The sails are moving in the wind and the moss. It's really nice. The game looks and feels incredibly nice. Oh, here we got a mound. Let's get on top of it. See what we got. Oh, that's it. Oh yes, just right click to start digging, or you can also put it on the taskbar. See what we got here. Some gold, minor healing potion. No, take that. Boom. This one does not despawn when you take it. We should actually be doing, but you know, hey ho. Let's see, empty chest. Okay. So this is it. Oh, and here we go to our first encounter with NPCs, 2 legionnaires. Hello there, folks. So you can trade and barter with them. Your dialogues are important, and you will be getting a lot of information from these folks. Now, I am a jaded RPG player, and basically I have to admit I have stopped reading quests, reading dialogues. Interestingly enough, Divinity Original Sins has some good dialogues, has some fun stuff, and I would recommend to you, by all means, to check them out, you know, to see what they're talking. It's fun. An RPG that you don't enjoy the story, and truth be told, we are all fed up with, oh, kill 10 rats and bring me their fucking tales stories. But this game, so far, you know, first couple of our impressions, manages to give you interesting stories, and you can have some fun. So let's move on. Hold it right there, orcs. Come, no one slips past the Legion unchallenged. Let's continue. Calm down. Genius, he doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Doesn't have a horn on his head. Oh, continue. Just hold your tongue, will you, babies? Can't be too careful. We're sworn to protect Sicil. These clones are kind of, you know, dense in the head a little bit. So let us ask, who are you? We're legionnaires, of course, on the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. Gods know why they do it, but we stand firm, we of the Legion, liberators of Rivelin. Okay. Liberators of Liquor too, aren't we, old chump? I like him, he's good. Just pipe down, will you, babies? So you're liberators, you say? Yeah, a noble word for a watchdog, for that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever soft name for one another's throat and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is. You have a kind of Shakespearean touch to your talk, do you know that? Best way to calm a woolly dog is to neuter it. Ha! Pay for pay, Legion's motto. It's good. Just put a sock in it, will you, babies? Now, seems you've been enjoying a drink or two. Ever kept the watch, yada yada, it's boring. We're on some business here, we're source hunters. Okay, how are we supposed to verify that true? We can't read, my friends, so all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom bed cage. Yep, that's interesting. Phrasing. They don't prove a thing. You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads Hasbrook's largest house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you one way or another. Alright. Now, here comes with another possibility. You will be finding yourself in these situations over and over again. Basically, you can choose to cooperate, to go, or to be aggressive. So you can say, the wizard you say sounds good to me, lead the way. Or I don't need an escort, especially not a drunken one. Back off or face me. Basically, in most dialogues you will have both the man and the woman, or one and the first and the second character delivering their speech. If one is aggressive, the other can be passive, can calm the other one down, or vice versa. So I have played through this part twice, I believe, and I have once challenged them to a duel. I didn't want to, and I killed them, and I felt really bad because these guys are noobs, but I like them kinda. So like the wizard you say sounds good to me. Now Scarlet can say, excuse me, I'm not going to be pushed around by two inebriates. That's a fancy word for drunkards. I say we sober them up and quickly too. And if I choose this one, it will mean fight. But I'll say, agreed, a wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around here. So because I just don't feel like killing these guys. Capital, come along, we're not far from the city. End. So, journal is updated. Guards at the bridge. We met two legionnaires guarding the bridge. They suspect we were spies and wanted to arrest us. We agreed to go to the wizard to resolve the issue. And even though I thought they will be leading us there, they didn't lead us. Anyway, they just stepped aside and I could do as I pleased. See? Huh? You're coming along? Oh yes, good. Okay, my bad. Let's see where they will be going. So here we go with the interactions again. Always check these crates because there is a lot of interesting stuff that you will be required. Their ingredients, their tools, nails, God knows what. And if you're a decent RPG player, you will be wanting to have all of them. Now, are you moving with us or not? Where are you going? Hang on. Oh, off they go. I know. They'll have a different path. If you can see it down there, there's some trouble on the beach and they're taking a different path down there. So, okay. Branch. I don't know what these are good for anyway, but we can pick them up. Oh. And here we got some orcs. Prepare for the fight. Yarr. Good. Buff. Boom. And now attack. Boom. Attack, but hasn't accomplished much. Alright. Oh, we got a dark cultist firing an arrow on us, and we'll put some fire down on him. Boom. Did you see that? You know, there's a certain area of damage for certain spells. Be careful. You know, as I said, I've killed this guy twice in past games. Oh, that hurts. Oh, we got our comrades over here fighting off another orc. See this? This is really gory stuff here. Boom, boom, boom. Down goes the orc. Alright, alright, alright. This turn-based combat is quite fun. I like it as it is. As you can see, these special moves, such like this one, has a cooldown of 4 turns, so you can't use it every turn. Boom, boom, nothing here. I think this guy just leveled up, so he is back to full health, and he was kinda badly hurt only recently. Like, let's see. Put some more hurt on this cultist, and I've hit this young orc trooper as well. He's holding surprisingly well. Okay. And I'll move over here. Boom. Alright. There's a shaman, a healer. Oh, we don't like him. Oh, critical hit. There he goes down. Boom. I'll close it on this one. Cultists fire up an arrow. Okay. And I'll try to eliminate the shaman. Will take more beating than this. This one is being healed up. The NPCs are closing in. That's good. These look fairly nice. I can see if you zoom in, you can see how these parts behind are kind of blurred. This is nice. I like that one. So yeah, let's hit you with the sword. Can't hit you again. Okay, what is wrong with you? She's apparently has burning. Maybe I should step out of the fire. That might help. And well, gee, great. Now I don't have any action points anymore. Okay. This one heals up again. Ooh, takes a swing, misses, thank God. Doesn't look good. You know, I'm just hit with this fight club. Oh, did you hear that? That hurt. Oh. Good. I'll go for this guy. Charge. Boom. Young old trooper. Maybe one more swing. Nope. And this, let me see what this girl will do. Boom, boom. I've hit the orc in my path, but he still has some energy left. Alright, that's it. There he goes. And Orc Shaman is going down as well. Come on, come on! Now this is taking far too long. I killed these guys in a heartbeat next the last two times I was doing this. Why are you prolonging this in this forever? Like, okay, can't do this. I'll hit you. All right, he fell. Boom. Nice. Journal updated. Okay, that's it. Obstructing wooden shield. You always get something nice and blue here, but this is the first time I got the shield. There's some gold. I got some staff before. Short bow. Of course, let's get this one. Okay, always be checking everything. There's gold, there's fish, there's stuff. Apparently the lady would like to talk to me, but not right away. Let me just pick this stuff up. Keep hitting Alt every now and then to see if you picked up everything. So, okay, what would you like? Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities. And then it's easy enough to gain new strength when one is carrying an entire team on one's shoulder. Basically, you got your ass covered. Or I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I've never envisioned before. I think one is more to her character. And we'll be... Have no fear, my friend. I'm determined to prove my worth to you by our journey's end. Or the team hardly enjoys being confused with your massive wobbling head. It's kinda... one is hopeless romantic, I would say, and the two is kind of that spicy response that you might get from Mulder when he's really, annoyed. Let's go with one. So, yeah. Has anything happened here? Nope. Oh yeah, she She got obedient, increases willpower. Well, I don't know how that happened, but it happened apparently. He got obedient as well. I think they got this one when they agreed to go with these guards to talk to the wizard. So actually didn't get anything now. So let us see about the abilities that they got. First off, we got the attributes, and there's one available. And let's see what we could take here. I think his health is okay. No, just a second, let me heal up him. Boom. And it's on cooldown. Still on cooldown. Give me just a second. Boom, that sounds okay. And after him, of course, I'll heal up the lady as well. This looks good. If you ever seen Naruto, it reminds of that Kuchiyuzen no Jutsu, summoning jutsu, like when he hits the ground and summons a huge monster or something. So, toggle journal, orc fight on the beach. You have a summary right here, what happened, and so on and so forth. Alright, and back to this. Hit I, level 2 hero. So, let's go with the guy first. We were with him a second ago. So what we got here: Constitution, Vitality, how many actions points you can have in total, speed, is movement speed, initiative, how many action points you gain subsequent turns, and strength. I would say that speed would be something of use. When I click that, I have to confirm it here, and we'll go to abilities. And I will invest in two-handed. That's about it. See, this UI, this hero screen is really nicely done. It shows everything. Even these icons are nice. Vitality, action points, and reputation with the magic schools and so forth. And ability. Oh, we got one more ability. See, there's a little point in sorcery. Willpower. I don't think so. Nope. Maybe we can do, I don't know, barter. So like, yeah, we can add barter. It doesn't matter now. Will not be. No, just for the purpose of this. All right, and now back to her. Available to strength, dexterity, speed. Let's go for intelligence. Yeah, right. Offense rating is now 94, has increased. And we'll choose from the wizard stuff. Sorcery determines. I don't know if this is gameplay style or simply one of those rare instances where the game is apparently not finished yet, but there's no description. So let's go with Fire Elementalist. And that's about it. Alright, we have one more available. And social. And let's go with reasoning. So this way we'll have a powerful reasoning character and a powerful romantic character. We'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, one more thing that I forgot to mention so far is the thing that these characters are bound. You can go, you can have them in team. One will follow the other all the time. But if you do this, click on this one, you know, tear it off, there is a chain, you see? And you can put it here, and now she will stay where she is. We can move around. Where is it? Let's see what's here. It's a fancy orc ship. Oh, look at these horns. WTF was that beast that had these on? That's scary stuff. Oh. And a chest, as I've said before, it really pays off. Nice. What is this? Is this a two-hander black bill polearm? Let me see about that. Alright. 11 to 17. 15 to 34. Attack 4 points. Alright. Let's see how this feels. Oh, this looks okay. This does not really look okay. It doesn't look right. But I suppose they will be. You have to have something that doesn't work entirely well here in the game. Journal updated. Let's see what's it. A fire ship has been set on fire by the orcs in the harbor. So let's get back. Oh, this is the good time. Demonstrate. This is Scarlet and this is Roderick now. And if we attach them again to each other, I think, yeah, she will come automatically to him. There is a point and purpose to this one. Let's say you have to sneak somewhere, or you have to separate two characters for some reason. Maybe one has to do something at point A, the other one something at point B at the same time, so you separate them, and eventually if you want to get back to them you can switch between them and you can just tie them. Every time when this chain attaches to each other, that's it, they're back together. Oh, and here comes Arhu. Well, this is an interesting looking fella with this 3-part nunchaku thing. What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Well, that's a florid way of talking. Oh, continue. But I see we suffered another orc landing, and judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. Sicil is kind of a silly name. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. You're a hoot. You're funny. I don't know. You might be funny. I don't know. You have a weird way of expressing yourself. So it was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. Now, yada yada yada, as Elaine from Seinfeld would say. They will give you a lot of information. Not always will you be able to experience a consequence on your character. Not always will your actions and words have a meaning that will affect your stats, your traits. But most of the time it will, and this is really fun. It's really interesting, the dialogues, and you will find yourself warming up to the story very soon. See if we can trade with him. Oh, we can trade with him. He has a lot of interesting stuff. And expensive stuff. What the hell is that? See. Okay, I'll sell you this one. Alright, put it here. And sell, successful trade, and so on. So we'll talk. I will not bother you with all of these dialogue options. Basically, you can learn from him what happened in the city. Somebody killed the counselor, and Captain feels yada yada. He feels that yada yada. I think he might be, and so on and so forth. Basically, Sicil is in a lot of trouble. Orcs are attacking, and undead are surrounding the city. So I'm glad we met, blah blah blah, we'll see, I'll see you later, alright. Nobody cares. Actually we do care, but I've been through this one for three times already, and for you might not be that keen on getting the story spoiled. So let me just quickly enter the city and show you how things are. Be mindful, there are crates in the city, there are people here doing stuff. See, this is the fire, the ship that we saw on fire here recently. So I went, logically and took a bucket, and this is what happened. Okay, this is a bug now. Usually there is a dialogue showing, alright, we like you, but don't steal from us. That's it. Alright. Now, okay, this is the first bug that I managed to find around here. Let me see how it will work out. Nope. So this is it. Actually, this is the first bug I've managed to find. I can't. I have this. This was supposed to be a comment where he says, "Okay, we like you. You're a nice guy, but stop stealing our stuff." In essence, you are not supposed to take anybody's stuff around here. Let me switch to her, and we're okay again, I suppose. No, we're not. Alright, he's kind of stuck. This is the first bug I have encountered so far. So, in essence, you're not supposed to steal from the people in the city, and don't take anything if they're close to you. See, in this basket, if nobody's around, you can take stuff from it. If they're around, they will object, and probably if you repeat it too many times, it will be a mess. So let's see, like this. They're separated. Let's see what happens now. Okay, that's it. Basically, now he's stuck. This is a bug. It would disappear if I were to save and load it, but this will be the end shortly. I was just wanting to show you one more thing, and that is this thing. This is a rain scroll. This is one-time spell that you can use, and I took the bucket in the attempt. I thought, oh, maybe you can get some water, that's it, but you can't, not really. And this is it. I remember this one, a rain spell, and here it goes. So yeah, sorry about that. Oi, boy. I should be drinking whiskey and not water while doing these casts. So in essence, you say the ship. That's kind of karma plus bonus for you, and you can talk to this guy. Apparently, usually, yes, you can. How about a burning ship? Tell me about yourself. You will get information about the things in this city, and you will learn how everything works. So in essence, this would be it for the starters. Divinity Original Sin feels good. It has a lot of promise. I will not recommend you to go and buy it. However, I will be keeping an eye on it. I'll be playing it from time to time, and I think if it continues to develop this way, it will be a hoot. It will be really great. So this is it. That was first impression of Divinity Original Sin. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.